I'm Missy Farmer, and today I'm going to show you how to make chicken enchilada turnovers. First, I'm going to go through the list of ingredients so you know what to get ready. Alright, I've gone ahead and cooked up about 2 cups of shredded chicken, and I went ahead and shredded it. Of course, if you would rather dice chicken, you can go ahead and dice your chicken. I think shredded is a little bit easier to eat for a turnover. I've got 1 cup of pre-shredded Mexican-style cheese. We're going to go ahead and use a block of Philadelphia cream cheese. I've gone ahead and minced about 2 cloves of garlic. Is about 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. I have about 2 teaspoons of freshly chopped cilantro. I used 1 whole small onion, but half of a large onion would be just perfect, about 3/4 of a cup. We've got 1 can of diced green chilies. And then I've gone ahead and bought 2 packages of store-bought pre-made pie crust. You can go ahead and make this your own if you'd like. I didn't have the time, so I went ahead and did store-bought. Also, if you prefer, you can use puff pastry dough. I think it's a little bit too flaky, so I went with the pie crust. And also, I have 1 egg beaten with about a teaspoon of water for an egg wash for the turnovers. I'm going to go ahead and get my skillet up to medium-high heat with some olive oil and start sauteing up the onions and garlic. Alright, my onions and garlic have been sauteing about 5 minutes. You want to make sure and add the onions first, and then the garlic, because garlic can burn and it becomes bitter, and it definitely does not need as much time to cook as the onions do. And I've turned this down to low heat because I'm going to add in my cream cheese and my diced green chilies. And I have the 1 block of Philadelphia cream cheese, and I've actually gone ahead and softened it in the microwave for about 20 seconds because I wanted to make sure that when I stuck it in the hot pan it didn't burn. So make sure that your pan's on low heat because you don't want your cream cheese to burn. You're just going to add in the stick of cream cheese. And this is a really easy recipe to make. And I promise you, you will be very happy with the results. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add in the 1 can. It's a 4-ounce can of diced green chilies. This will make it spicy, but it's not going to be too spicy, so you don't have to worry about people who aren't completely into spice. Alright. See how it starts sizzling right away? You definitely want to make sure it's on low heat. Okay, and that melts really fast. And so we're just going to go ahead and throw in the rest of our ingredients. The 2 cups of shredded chicken that I have. And like I said before, if you prefer diced chicken, go ahead and use diced. I just like shredded chicken, and we had it left over from last night. Okay, I'm going to add in the 1 to 2 teaspoons of freshly chopped cilantro. Alright, and now my cup of shredded Mexican blend cheese. And if you want to use a different cheese like jack cheese, or to make it more spicy, you can go ahead and use pepper jack, whatever you prefer. And I'm going to go ahead and get this all incorporated, and actually we can probably take it off the heat now. Turn that off. And then we're going to get this all mixed together and let it sit for about 5 minutes to cool, and then we're going to go ahead and start filling our turnovers. Alright, my filling has been cooling for about 5 minutes, and it is delicious. Of course, you have to go ahead and taste it because you never know if it needs salt or pepper. And I went ahead and got my pie crust out about 15 minutes ago. You want to let it come to room temperature, and if it's frozen, you want to let it sit at about 40 to 45 minutes. Do not microwave it because that will mess with the dough, but you do want to make sure it's at room temperature. So we're just going to go ahead and use it. It's about, I think, a 3.5 to 4 inch biscuit cutter. And you're just going to cut it out and make sure that you have a floured surface because you don't want the dough to stick. And we're going to take, I have a cookie dough scooper to make sure that every turnover is the same size because you want to make sure that they cook evenly. I'm just going to put it right there, kind of spread it out. Now you want to take the egg wash, which was 1 egg beaten and a teaspoon of water, and you want to kind of just go right around the edges so that the filling will stay in, because you don't want the filling to come out while it bakes. And sometimes with the high heat, it definitely has a tendency to do that. So you're going to go ahead and shove it all in there. You might have to stretch the dough a little bit to make it fit. You want to shove that all in there. And go ahead and wipe your hands as you need. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and close this off. And some of the filling will come out, but that's okay because when you seal it with a fork, it'll keep all the juices in. Alright, now you're just going to go around the edges and simply seal it like that with a fork. And then just go with your fingers and clean up the edge. And there's your first turnover, and I'm going to go ahead and finish all the rest of these turnovers up, and I'll go ahead and check back with you when we're ready to put them in. Alright, I'm just finishing up my egg wash here, and you want to make sure and coat the entire surface of the turnover, but try not to get too much on the bottom of the cookie sheet because it will make the turnover stick, and then you won't be able to have a clean looking turnover when you're done. And I've gone ahead and preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and we're going to get these in there for about 25 to 35 minutes until they're nice and golden brown on the top. Alright you guys, I just got the chicken enchilada turnovers out of the oven, and let me tell you, they smell amazing. I cannot wait to try one of these. So let's go ahead, and they've been cooling for about 2 to 3 minutes, so hopefully that was enough that I won't burn my mouth. I'm going to go for the guacamole, and we've got guacamole, salsa, and sour cream with some cilantro. So let's try this. Oh my gosh, these are so good. Whew, it's hot though. Alright, well I hope you guys enjoy this recipe, and remember, it's easy, fast, and delicious.